What's up, y'all? Been a little while. I gotta apologize. I've been out of commish. My voice is still a little messed up, but I'm getting over laryngitis. Like I physically lost my voice completely a couple days ago, and I'm just recovering. But I had some things on my mind that I wanted to cover. So I recently, I just updated the this dominations to the most recent update. So you and we're gonna go ahead and discuss that. We're gonna explore it together. We'll see what's new, and we'll talk about my feedback, my initial reaction, and things like that. But I also want to combine this video with, you know, discussing alliances and, how I personally feel about what is a good alliance and why I stay, who I'll remain loyal to. And one of the things I wanted to talk about and why this is inspired is because I was in a really good alliance before, and I was in alliance, and when I go into alliance, I always I have the best intentions. I have the best intentions, and I want to stay with that alliance, for a long time and continue to grow and work as a team and things like that. Perhaps even build a relationship or two, even though everything's just online these days. But still, I want to be cool with people because we all love this game. At least I do. I mean, I don't want to speak for everybody. But I know a lot of people do love this game, like me. So let's really quick talk about my new alliance and why I left the old one. So my biggest gripe with my old alliance is that they made too many excuses on why it was okay to have lower level members. They gave them way too much time to interact with us. They were just being there, laying dormant with what is this thing called, an alliance, with they're laying dormant within the alliance. And I just didn't agree with that. Like, they made so many excuses on why it was okay for them, they their loyalty in the past years or something. And I argued the fact, like, how do you know that they're just not playing the game anymore? They uninstalled it and they're done. And the leader claimed that he spoke with a couple of them offline, which is great, but he gave him so much time, man. He gave him so much time to kind of come back and start participating again. And I really wasn't a fan of that. I like the guild. I have nothing wrong to say with that, bad about them. But I just chose to leave for my own thing because I'm a winner, and I want to surround myself with winners. Because these people that lay dormant within the alliance, basically had us not being as successful during wars. So our success rate in wars suffered, and me being aggressive and wanting to grow as fast as I can, I had to split because we kept losing wars and wars and wars. And like I said, they were just keeping these people on. They're higher level people, but they didn't participate, and they just used excuses on why they could stay within the alliance or guild. Sometimes I call it a guild. Um, so I didn't agree with that, and I kind of butted heads with the leader on that. And I do respect the guy, and I liked him a lot. And he had a lot of good views, but that was something that he and I could not see eye to eye on. Another thing is that he gave more than enough chances to the like lower level players. Like, he wanted them to be there to grow within the alliance. And like, for me, that I disagree with that as well, because I've been shut out by alliances when I was just starting this game. I was kicked out from many alliances because I was too low a level. And I guess what I'm saying is that if you're going to be in an alliance and you're choosing an alliance, um, go ahead and have a standard. If this is your alliance, and if you're an alliance owner, you're the leader, or if you're someone like me that's looking for a solid alliance, have standards on what you're going to do, put up with, and stuff that you want to make sure that you see in your alliance before you commit for the long term and start building those relationships and working as a team, because it's a reciprocated action, including donating, participating in wars, sharing these challenges, engaging in the chat. These are all things that are reciprocal among the alliance or guild, as I call it sometimes. So you want to be in something, you want to position yourself in an alliance that's going to do all those things. Donate to you on the reg, participate in wars on the reg, talk with you in the chat on the reg. But most importantly, you want to be with a team that's a winning team. And I think I found one in my new alliance. Hope they don't mind that I'm putting them on blast here, but I found these guys and they've struck my interest. Under Iron League, which is the name, it says active and fun. Because I don't want to be with like a dictatorship where you like have to do this and have to do that. I want people that want to contribute and want to participate. When it becomes mandatory, that's not what I'm saying. Like when it comes mandatory, it makes it not fun. So there's an even balance in my mind on what a alliance should be, and that should be participating for fun, contributing for fun, not making it mandatory, but giving what you can when you can. And that's the kind of player that I am, because sometimes I'm farming different resources and I'm not able to donate a lot, but I still participate in the war. In the war rather. So I have redeeming qualities at some times, but most often I'm going to go ahead and participate and donate. And I want to be among people like that as well, like-minded people. Birds of a feather flock together. Same thing with going to alliances or you're choosing friends in real life. You got to, have a certain standard on what you're going to do within that relationship or alliance and what you want out of it. And my biggest thing about my other one is that we just kept losing wars, and they would make excuses on how like other people are taking time off the game, and they'll come back and stuff like that. And weeks went by and they haven't checked in, and I just didn't agree with that at all. And I just wanted to make sure that I found a place, which I think I might have found it in Iron League. So now I'm within Iron League, and I hope to stay for a long term. Like I said, one of the things that turned me on and one of the things that turned me off about my other ones is I kept on saying we should have a minimum medal count. We should only be accepting members with a minimum medal count, because we don't need low-level crap like people in like the first couple of stages in the game. Like they can come in and get all of our donations and hardly participate because they're not strong enough for wars. Things like that. So I had a huge problem with that no minimum medal requirement. But this guild turned me on because not only says active and fun, it also says strong alliance, back-to-back war, open to more active and competitive players. So that speaks me in volumes. That is who I am as a player in this game. So whoever this leader is, he or she or I have not spoken yet, I don't think. But whoever wrote that is exactly who I want to, who's the leader that I want to be in their guild or their alliance. But another thing that turned me on was the minimum medal count. Okay, say it with me now. Minimum medal count is at 800. I think that is reasonable. I don't think that's going to turn away players that are worth it. I think it's going to attract solid players, and anyone below that requirement can work up and they can apply when it comes time. But this is a guild or an alliance that I think that I'm going to stick with for the long term. And like I said, when I do join an alliance, I have the best intentions. I want to come in, I want to grow, I want to get promoted, I want to continue moving on and kill shit and win wars. So that's kind of my thoughts of this video. I wanted to talk about the alliance and just I hated leaving my other alliance, but there was too many times where we butted heads. Again, they would not put a minimal medal requirement. They let people stay dormant within the alliance way too long. Didn't boot people that were quote unquote loyal to the alliance. So that's kind of what I was at, and I didn't agree with a lot of things like that. And besides, probably the most important thing was that we were not winning wars. And my urgency of winning wars is because I want that box, whatever that special box is that you win, that you earn when you win a war. We haven't seen that yet. We always get the rinky-dink crap boxes, and that sucks because I'm really eager to see what you get within that box. So I'm looking forward to kicking some ass, taking some names, chewing some bubble gum, and winning some wars with these guys. But let's see if there's an update. I just updated my thing, my app. So let's see. Is there a way to tell what was updated? Let's see. I mean, this was the old update. I know this, but like, maybe that's another video. Maybe I'll identify what was updated and we'll take it from there. So the sole purpose of this video again was just to talk about alliances. Don't be content. I mean, have a standard of who you're going to run with, and definitely be selective. That's one thing I can tell you is be selective. Um, so that's basically where I'm at right now. Is be selective, choose your alliance wisely, have yourself a certain criteria that you look for, and if you're a leader of an alliance and you're watching this, set a minimum medal count. Have a standard for who you're going to let in your guild, because you don't want your success to suffer because people like me will leave. If we're not winning wars, I'll leave. If there are people that aren't donating, I'll split. If there's people that aren't, they're just staying dormant and not signing in or not playing, I'm a split. Like, those are the things I really look for, and I encourage you as a leader to set the bar high, and if you're really serious about it, I know it's just a game, but let's have some fun. Part of the game is working together and just kind of growing and grinding it out. So, as a leader, set the bar high, man. Don't just let anyone come in. Like, strength in numbers does not apply to this game. You want a core base of active players, and that's what I think I found. We could take a look again. Everyone that I've scrolled through this before I made this video, and I'll try to go slow so you might be able to see it in the video, but not one person hasn't logged in for more than like 14 hours was the highest. Not one person in this guild. And if you look, the lowest levels right here. I'm sorry, this guy all the way at the end, but it looks like he's council. He might be someone's boy. Like, there might be friends in real life. But the lowest level person is that might be someone's friend too. This guy right here, he's got I don't know. He probably could get booted. I don't know if they're going to keep it. But on top of him, the lowest level I've seen was like 142. I mean, this is a solid group. Or here's 111. This is a solid group. A lot of 200 levels in this group. So it makes me kind of look like a not so strong. So I'm liking that. Maybe they can challenge me a little bit and share their wisdom. But found a solid click. I'm looking to stay in there for the long term. Let's see what they're talking about now. I'm just trying to... All right, someone attacked my base. Let's take a look. Oh, he nailed me. He nailed me good. He had 13 bazookas. Let's see. Damn. This dude's pumped up, son. Oh, he was fully stacked. Okay. Damn, this dude was seriously crazy. Alright, well, he beat the shit out of me. That's cool. He said, God, attack your own base with war troops. Set up, please. I don't know what that means. Attack your own base with war troops. Set up, please. Oh. Let's see if he wants to see this. I think he might want to do my war base. What? All right, so I'm gonna have him tech. Let's see what he thinks. But end of the video, guys. You guys can take a look. Always like sharing my progress. I don't think it's changed much since my last video, but I got defender damage plus 36, defender spawn time negative 37, and then I got my range hit points. I got my oil looted and oil from wells. So those numbers are going to continue growing, baby. All right, end of the video, guys.